Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hi, I'm Lisa Ackberry, your hair doctor, and this morning we're going to continue. Oops, I didn't pull it out. The book. Every Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age, and you see my little makeshift bookmark here. And we want to talk about how does my hair grow and why do I lose hair. But first I want to get to a few of your questions. I tell you, you've got a lot of questions here this morning. I'm excited. The only thing is I'm thinking, how much time do I have this morning to get or this afternoon or this evening, whatever it is for you, to get everything in. Okay, let's start with this one. It says, I think some people do, it's questions and comments. I think some people do the no washing thing or the no poo nonsense because they are convinced that how often we wash our shampoo our hair is dictated by some kind of mass cosmetic industry trying to sell us shampoo and whatever. I certainly would not go 3 or 4 days without washing my face. I am not going that long without washing my hair, my scalp either. Okay, was a comment. It says next, thank you for the information. You are so cute and knowledgeable. LOL. Thank you for the comment. You are cute too. Where's your picture? I see you in there somewhere. Okay. Alright, it says, hello, Dr. Ackberry. Mrs. Matthews here. I'm glad you received my video. More will be on the way. Yay, I like that. And then we can talk about your progress. Thank you for the invitation to the new natural hair salon. I am so uber excited about that, guys. I really am. Because I wish all of you could come. Because this is a way of me really doing more classes. And I'll be videoing from there. So it's lots to tell. Okay, how exciting is it to have a natural hair salon? It is uber exciting. I am so happy for you. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the community, because really what you have, if you can't open your hand up and put it out there, then why have it? So having that natural hair salon is kind of like me opening my hand and putting it out there. So it really is something that people will, I was thinking as I was coming in this today, I was thinking, wow, how many people are employed? Also, how many people are gaining wealth? Because with all of the new things that I'm going to do, it's just another whole video. I'm doing this whole share the wealth kind of program. I'm getting people involved who have benefited from my treatments, and they are able to invest and profit financially, and then the community and the people who come profit because they get the hair care. So it's just a beautiful thing. One day I'm going to tell y'all about it. One day I'm actually going to do a whole presentation. I just, I'm so excited about it, because really the whole hand open, you got to do it, guys, because that's how you build wealth. And just staying really open to listening to people and what their needs are, and really paying attention. It's like, what am I really doing here? And God is so awesome. So really, I'm just excited too. Okay, it says maybe you can give me and Mrs. Pearl a peek see before we leave. Okay, that's a possibility. Okay, hello, Sister Lisa. I noticed my hair back of crown area is more coarse than the rest of the kitchen area. Oh, I love that kitchen. That's a black thing. And we say kitchen, that neckline, but I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. But the kitchen area is more loose. I hear this a lot from other naturals. It depends. We can have multiple types of hair and multiple textures of hair. So if you're speaking of two different things. You say coarse, I don't know if you're meaning shape, but coarse deals with the size, and that loose or tight deals with the shape. So you can have multiple, so that's not uncommon. I never thought about it this way before. Actually, thanks for the insight. Okay, and that was from the video we just did. It says, "Hi, Dr. Aguirre. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for your very informative videos. You are welcome. They have really taught me a lot." And see, that's what I want. I want you to learn a lot about your hair in general, as she's saying. And more importantly, African American hair. As for my question, I am a 21-year-old college student, and I have experienced a minor case of hair loss in the nape area of my hair. In the past, I did have a thyroid condition which caused the initial hair loss. Thyroid problems or conditions or any type of internal systematic, as I like to call them, problems will show up in one of two ways. Directly or indirectly. One, they can cause the problem, not always, can cause any kind of illness, can cause a problem with the way your hair follicle functions, so you can lose hair. The other more indirect way is your hair will, the cells around the follicle as this hair is produced can dehydrate, which will give you a dehydrated strand emerging from the mouth of the follicle. So we need to look at whether or not you have balding or just breakage. If it's breakage, there may be some dehydration there, and it may or may not have anything to do with your thyroid condition or the past. So we just need to see that. What I would recommend is that you take your forefinger and thumb and put a moisturizer in it so you see that little, you'll see the whiteness of the cream, and then you take the very ends of that nape hair, the short, each night before you go to bed, you smooth a little bit down the ends. When you get up in the morning, you smooth a little bit down the ends. Just do that twice a day, and let's see what happens. Avoid friction interaction, and let's see how that works. Try that. You should start to obtain length. If it's just broken, if it's alopecia or baldness, then we need to take a look and see if there are any blockages around the mouth of the follicle. You need to have a trichologist do that, or you need to see your primary care physician or your endocrinologist. Okay? Keep me posted. All right. It says, I used Dr. Miracle. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I used the Dr. Miracle products to regrow my hair. Where sometimes it did work, but after a while I noticed that I would get sores on my scalp. I lost more hair in that area. I later found out that I had an allergic reaction to menthol, which is one of the ingredients in the product. So after that horrible incident, I went natural and started using more organic products on my hair. But my hair didn't grow back in that area. I went to a dermatologist who is an African American. She told me that I had a specific case of alopecia that occurs in African American women. I wonder what she said exactly, but nevertheless, let's keep going. Women in 30s, and there is no cure. She gave me a prescription to digress the duration of hair loss. This news had me so heartbroken because I'm too young to be having hair loss, and let alone that won't grow back. I just want to know your view on my special case and what I can do possibly to grow back my hair or save the ones I have currently. I'm so sorry for the long comment. No, I like hearing your story. Thank you. Let me just start with this. You need to have a trichologist, one that uses a handheld microscope involved. I'm not really sure what she said. I really would like to know more about it. You can email me, or if get a copy of the diagnosis, scan it, send it to me, and then we can set up a phone appointment and I can help you through this. There are options. You can also come to my clinic if that is not a option for you, that you can explore it. Then let's just try to do some things by phone. If there's scar tissue, if the follicle has been destroyed, then you cannot grow a hair strand without a hair follicle. But in some cases the follicle is just malfunctioning, temporarily. In some cases but see, you got a diagnosis. I can't argue with or try and say that it was a misdiagnosis or anything to that effect without, just being, seeing it. I just really need to see it. You can call my institute or email me, and I'll get my assistant to call you, and we can set up a phone appointment and talk in more details. Okay, I would not want to give you too much advice without seeing it. I just don't think it would be fair to you. Okay, so bless you. I'm going to pray for you because I really want you to move forward with this, and I don't want you to gloom and doom. Don't give up yet. Remember the Bible, the dry bones. I say that because in my heart I've seen tons of miracles, and I also say that because I know God can do all things. And I say that too because there's a lot of the science that has just not been uncovered, and I think a lot of the things, the treatments, people are just overlooking and not aware of. So take it the way you want, guys. I just love you, and that's what I wanted to say. Okay, now it says I would have done a video response, but I'm so incredibly shy. Oh, I hope that you can help me. May God bless you, and please keep sharing your wisdom with us, ladies. Thank you once again. Okay. Oh, it's from the same young lady. You don't need to do that video. You can do it private to me. You don't have to do it on YouTube. Okay, Nikki Love, hey girlfriend. Hi Nikki. She says, beautiful video, and thank you so much for answering my question. You are so sweet and positive. I love you, girl. I love you too. I love you, love you. I've got to meet some of you guys. I've got to do that. And now she's showing her picture. And see, Nikki's shy too, but look at her. She's got her face up here every week now. You go, girl. If you live, it says, if you live in Chicago, it's, okay, wait a minute. It's cold. My friend, when we go to Chicago, she says, oh, we're in this cold but Chicago. Chicago is cold. Woo! I went there for a book signing when I released one of my books, and my publisher said, okay, we're going to do the show. Y'all have this show there. It's a black woman's hair show, and I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, guys, but wow. It was so cold. It was just cold there. It was a new kind of cold. We don't get that kind. Okay, let's see. She said, I just recently learned about you and about your YouTube videos. And I think you are a wonderful source of information for anyone who wants beautiful hair, and I need to need to learn their hair. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for touching base on questions I have had, and I didn't even have to ask them because you already answered them. I look forward to watching your videos from start up until now. Wow, thank you, dear. Great video. I have battled with hair loss as well as slow growth in the back and sides of my head. Things are currently looking up and it appears to be growing, but this video was very insightful. I was definitely focused more on the health of my scalp. I will definitely focus more on the health of my scalp to continue this positive path. And that's right, guys. You've got to focus on the health of your scalp. And it's major important. Major important. Okay. I'm going to try to get at least 5 minutes of how does my hair grow and why do I lose hair. Okay. Really, I'm just going to do the opening as much as I can and then we'll move forward. In this chapter, you're going to learn about the strand, our hair strand, including your type and texture. We talk about that all the time. You will gain a full knowledge of this thread-like fiber, regardless of whether you have naturally straight, curly, kinky tresses. Additionally, I will explain the role certain layers of the strand play in the aging of our hair, which will give you better understanding of how important it is to take care of your hair in order to have younger looking hair. See, hair with body, a fro with body, younger hair, younger. Okay, finally, you will learn how your hair grows in its various cycles. In this in this guide, I will provide you a better understanding of how hair ages and what the body needs, what your body needs to produce a healthy head of hair. And there's internal and external follicular hair loss or functions, and we need to know how the portion of the mouth of the follicle is external, which is in those superficial layers, which is going to shed off and shed off. The mouth doesn't, but the layers around it will. And then how those layers internally function. So get ready, call your friends. Next week I'm going to talk about those things I just mentioned and get your questions in, and we're going to start with hair, and we're going to talk about that thread-like appendage. We're going to talk about understanding your texture and type and just the hair itself and how everything works with the hair, because so many of you are like, well, my hair won't grow, slow growing. You're going to stop saying that after you hang around me a little longer, because our hair does not, okay, I'll just kind of go back and rephrase that, because you can have situations where your hair is growing slower than it should. But what I found with most of the patients that I work with is not that their hair is growing slow, it's just that their hair sometimes is breaking and growing and breaking and growing, so they're losing hair, and so they think it does not grow as fast. But in some cases, the follicle is malfunctioning. We're going to talk about making sure you're healthy enough, all those things. So tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend, tell your folks to tune in next Thursday. I'm Lisa Ackberry, your hair doctor. I love you. To God be the glory. You know who I serve. I'll see you next week, right here on Ask the Hair Doctor with the book. Talk to you guys later. I love you. Goodbye.